Good morning, Stampers. This is Diane Cisneros. It's Monday morning, October 27th, I think. And I'm going to show you how to make the easiest card you've ever made. This would be Thanksgiving, fall, whatever you want to use it for. It's just, even if you don't have a pumpkin stamp, this is a handmade pumpkin with the punch. So let's get started. I'm going to use white. This is Whisper White. It's cut 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then I'm taking another piece of white, Whisper White. I want to layer it, and I cut that 4 by 5 1/4. And then I ran it through this embossing folder called Arrows. And there's many, many other ones you can use. There's stripes, there's chevrons, anything. I like to have something. I have a hard time with just flat white, even though it is elegant. I like to use an embossing folder, so I'm going to go ahead. Good night. I'm so excited here. Okay, it's on. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my pumpkin. And if you have a 2 1/2 by 1 3/8 oval punch, or there is another one, 1 3/4 by 7/8, which would be a thinner version, but either one works. And then I'm going to take some designer series paper from, it's called Color Me Autumn, and it's in the holiday catalog. And I'm just going to cut out 3 pieces of any. You can use any. Actually, let me show you. You can use any of these fall colors that came in the designer series. I think that one of them's called Motley Monsters, but they would all make a beautiful pumpkin. So I decided on this one, make it look like fall. So you're going to cut out 3 of these. And you could also do a big one and a small one with the other punch. Then I'm going to take, I decided to take Mossy Meadow, which I don't even think is in there, but I just like it. Where is my sponge? The love. Got the sponge. And to make it stand out a little more, I'm going to sponge around the edges, because when you use your punch on designer series paper, it leaves just a little bit of rough edges. So you might see a ragged edge or a little bit of white where you shouldn't. So this takes care of that problem. And if you don't want to see, there is a little jagged edge on each one. I have a little piece of sandpaper. Any sandpaper will do. Like this is, if you can see it, it's a little jagged. Just go like that. Take it off. Doesn't even show really with the green that I did. But you can smooth it up. Okay, so I'm going to use some adhesive to put 2 of these down. And it's easy to line up because of these lines that are on the embossing folder. And then this last one I'm going to raise up. To give it some dimension. And that one goes right in the center. Okay, and then I saved my little label punch. And if you don't have one, just cut a piece of paper out with some scissors. And I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow to cut out a little piece of green. Put a little bit of adhesive. Stick it down in there. Come on. There. Okay, so now we have the pumpkin. Now I'm going to show you how to do. I took a piece of Mossy Meadow. I cut a very, very thin sliver of paper, and I just went through it like that all the way down to the end to break it down. Then you take a paintbrush, anything with a very thin handle, and you hold it and then wrap it. Hold it, wrap it pretty tight. And then take it off, pull it out a little bit, and then I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to put it up under here, underneath. Then I'm going to take the center of this, press it down, and then put the pumpkin over it. And then you have curly cues at the bottom. Okay, so then I took my framelits from Chalk Talk, and I took the saying from For All Things, Give Thanks for All Things, and I put it in the Big Shot. I also took Cajun Craze, because that's what color these little acorns are. And I want to just do a little bit along the edge because that makes it stand out more. And again, you don't even have to do this. If you love white on white, go elegant. Don't do this. Couple more dimensionals. I have these edges I'm going to use. And use your lines from the Arrows embossing folder to make sure the top and the bottom arrows are where they belong. And you have an easy card. Let's get easy. It's time to get easy because of the holidays and all the chaos that's coming up. So make it simple. And try as many pumpkins as you want, as many different designer series paper. Keep it easy, and I will see you soon.